If you're in school leadership, you know the feeling. That daily battle, moving from just pure chaos to a sense of calm, real control. Well, that's what we're going to dig into, how to actually win that fight.
So let me ask you something, and I want you to be honest. Does it feel like you're running your school, or is the school running you? It's a simple question, but really, that difference is at the core of everything we're about to talk about.
And look, if that question hit a nerve, it's probably because you're dealing with three big struggles that just feed on each other. You've got the constant financial stress, right? Then that's piled on top of a mountain of administrative overload. And when you're buried in all that, there's just no time left to handle the result of it all, unhappy parents. So let's break these down one by one and find a way through.
All right, first things first, let's talk about the money. We've got to solve that financial squeeze so you can finally get a real grip. Total clarity and control over your school's cash flow.
And the difference is just night and day. On one side, you've got the squeeze. You know this world. Fees coming in whenever, surprise expenses popping up, and you're just drowning in spreadsheets trying to track it all. But then, on the other side, you've got the solution. Think about it. Automated payments mean your income is predictable. Real-time reports mean no more nasty surprises. You finally get to see the whole financial picture clearly.
So how do you make that jump? It's actually a pretty straightforward three-step process. First, you automate fee collection. Get those online payments set up to make your income stable. Step 2, automatic reminders go out, so you're not wasting your precious time chasing down late fees anymore. And third, you track everything in real time. Every fee, every salary, every single bill. No more financial blind spots. Period.
And the goal here isn't just about balancing the books. It's about getting that clear financial picture, a cash flow you can count on, and, honestly, the most valuable thing of all, some peace of mind. Okay, so once the finances are under control, you can finally breathe a little, right? And that gives you the space to tackle the next giant hurdle, that administrative overload. This is where we shift from putting out fires every single day to actually planning for strategic growth.
And here's another story I'm sure you know well. The overload. It's not just the mind-numbing manual work, is it? The real cost is all those wasted hours for your staff and the constant frustrating data errors. But the solution here is a total game changer. Imagine a single, central system that just handles all those daily tasks automatically. Your team is suddenly free to focus on what actually matters, making the school better.
So what does that look like in practice? Well, first, you bring all your data together, attendance, exams, timetables, you name it, into one trustworthy spot. Once it's there, you can automate all that repetitive stuff, like creating report cards. And the end result? You get to say goodbye to those mountains of paperwork and all the expensive mistakes that hide in them.
What this does is completely change your job. You stop being the person who runs around putting out fires all day, every day. Instead, you become a real strategic planner, someone who's actually shaping the future of your school.
Okay, so we've got a handle on the money and the admin work. Now that you've got some of your time and energy back, you can focus on that third, absolutely critical piece, building trust with parents. It's all about closing those communication gaps and creating real partnerships.
Think about it. The gap. That's what happens when updates are slow when communication is poor. It leads straight to unhappy parents and, let's face it, students leaving. But you can build the bridge. With things like instant notifications, you create transparency and confidence. And that leads directly to happier parents and, you guessed it, keeping more of your students.
So how does technology actually build that trust? Just put yourself in a parent's shoes for a second. Imagine getting instant updates on your kids' attendance, on fees, on how they did on their last test. You can see their academic records whenever you want. And behind the scenes, teachers can spot weak areas early and step in to help. And if you as a parent have a question, the school gets back to you right away. That's trust.
And the impact on your bottom line? It's huge. There's no denying it. When you look at the numbers, student retention is just so much higher in schools that use modern digital systems compared to ones stuck with old manual ways. Good communication isn't just a nice to have, it delivers real, tangible results.
So, we've walked through the three biggest headaches. And when you solve them, where does that leave you? Well, it moves you from just surviving day to day to actually thriving. It gets you ready to unlock what your school is really capable of.
Because you see, the end goal here isn't just about patching up problems, it's about something so much bigger than that. It's about completely transforming your school's ability to grow, to innovate. It's about finally getting the freedom to build the school you always knew it could be.
So, I'll just leave you with this one thought.
When technology is humming along in the background, handling all the operations, the fees, the paperwork, the communication, what incredible things can you finally get done?